Hey guys, Ed Wilson for president again. Also introducing the Paradise Earth Initiative system to replace our crappy system that we have today in this overthrown country. But some things I wanted to touch on, guys, is I want to talk about the weather. I want to talk about the storms being created over your head. I want to talk about the blocking the sun. Do you realize that you can call the police? Yeah, and I think if enough people started calling the police, this could actually help a lot, okay? If somebody's tree is dropping leaves into your yard, or creating an issue in your yard, blocking the sun, doing different things, there are things that you can do about this. You can call the police and things like that. So, the public has no way to outcry. The United States is a fraud, guys. It's a fraud. Okay? It was overthrown a long time ago. I told you guys, it never got independence. I don't care what your stupid historians say. I don't care. They're liars. They're doofballs. They were programmed like everybody else. So we're just lucky we woke up. And actually, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. I prayed. And I asked God to teach me and show me. Okay? And he did. So, you can do it too. You can do it too. But you know what? I don't care if you do or you don't. Actually, I do care. I care a lot. Actually, I want you to pray. I want you to go and I want you to pray, and I want you to, sometimes I get a little carried away because I'm a little bit high strung. Sorry, guys, about that. And I'm not the best with my words sometimes. But let's go ahead and get back into that weather modification. So, I was thinking if everybody started calling the police and making complaints about our sun being clouded up by these lines. You can see the lines, record them all day long. And then what will have to happen is once we get so many signatures, and listen, I told you, I'm trying to run for president, guys. I like Trump. I believed in Trump in the beginning. I believed that he was going to go ahead and do his best, and I believe he's trying. But I just don't believe he's got the teeth to do what needs to be done, okay? No teeth. Because he hasn't got a justice system. So he has to basically redo everything. Okay, guys? That's the real truth. You are overthrown. Okay? Overthrown. You hear that, vets? Hey. Yes. While you're going up there picking up a check or whatever it is you're going to do, yes. They had you serving. They had you guys doing terrorism. Straight up, guys. Straight up. Okay? Let's not go snowballing around. I think we've lied to the kids enough. The kids have already been... I think they've just been through it, and I don't think it's fair to anybody. I don't think it's fair to the world for you guys to carry on. That's why I'm going to tell you something right now. Stop, okay? Either get on board or just go fade out. Go somewhere and fade out. All right? Let the rest of us try to fix what everybody else has messed up. Okay? Let's get back into that weather modification. So right now we've got towns in different areas of the country getting flooded. We got some places with droughts. We got some places on fire. I was going to say, direct energy weapons. Also, people starting the fires. Because once again, they are trying to cause chaos. They're trying to burn up your resources. They're trying to also make it to where you don't have a place to run, guys, if they were to do an invasion or something. Because you're technically invaded already. I mean, honestly. The only reason they won't do certain things is because they realize once they cross a certain line, some of us, well, we're going to engage. Yeah, and once we do, honestly, there won't be any turning back from that one, okay? It's over. It's already over. I was going to say, so guys like us right now, we're going to use these platforms on here. We're going to tell you what's going on. We're going to do our best to wake up as many people as we can. Where's the Air Force, guys? Where are they at? Where are they at? I'll tell you where they're at. I think we know where they're at. Okay, let's just stop. Okay, let's just stop. And I see a lot of you guys trolling me on my Facebook page. You know what, guys? Come right on up and have a conversation. Let's talk about it. But you know what? They would just as soon quiet a guy like me. And you know what that means, guys? Quieting a guy like me. Yeah, that means a guy like me is putting my butt on the line for you. I was going to say, in more honorable ways than anybody went over there serving did, because not one action you did was justified. None of it, because it was all created to send you there to kill you. Once again, did you guys look up that thing I mentioned in the other video? McNamara 100,000. They went through the school records, guys. That's why they opened up the draft, because they were strategically trying to kill you. Meanwhile, as they were trying to kill you through this population control event, they were also invading another country, and they were trying to destroy it because they had factions in there that they were they wanted to take control of, and they needed to. Let's just say there was too many people living life without being a part of corporations and things like that. That they were happy living life, and now that we know all of this, it's really sad, to know what was really going on. I've noticed a difference in military vets that come home. There's two different types, guys. There's the guys that are coming home to tons of money, and then there's the kind that are coming home with nothing. They weren't educated to survive here. They were let down. And actually, once again, you want to touch on that education system that was dumbing you down the entire time, dumbing us all down. Meanwhile, we were also getting vaccinated. They were dumbing us down through that. Oh, I know I'm damaged too, but prayer helps a lot. It really does, because God's always watching, guys. And He knows everything they've done. And there is a great judgment coming, guys. And I want you to be prepared for that. But let me, I'm digressing here, and I went into another thing. I want to get back to that weather. So if we were to start complaining, calling the police, actually going to the police station and filling out the paperwork, okay? Once again, this will be like a vote. Record everything that you do. Post it so other people can see it. Because we need to encourage these people. These people are beat down, depressed, oppressed, and just, what they've done is so terrible. What they've done is so terrible. Because once again, guys, they need to fill these insane asylums. They need to fill these hospitals. That's right, guys. You know how they're building all these hospitals? They built that COVID money. Yeah, that was all blood money, guys. All blood money. Yeah. Blood money. And the insurance industry is behind it. Your local insurance agent is selling, and he's never giving you the best price, ever. He makes a commission, guys. So for him to actually give you the best price, cuts his profits down. Once again, you're in a slave system. That's what this money is. That's funny money. It's fiat money. It's crock. It's bull. And they can make it up, guys. They can print their own money and then buy property all around you. And then, once again, let's talk about that for a second. I was going to say, oh, never mind. That's a different video. I'm sorry, guys. It's just everything leads into one thing to me. It's all one big occupation. It's a caliphate. It's a Freemason occupation. And those Freemasons, they don't even realize it, but most of them are minions that are just serving and paying dues into it. And they tried to kill you guys too. They were killing your mothers and killing your fathers and killing your children, shooting your children up. Where are you, Freemasons? I'll tell you where you are, you bunch of cowards. You know where you are. You are a bunch of... I can't even say it on here because they wouldn't let this video come out. But that's okay, guys. I just want you to know that we know what you are. Come out of her, my children, so you do not suffer of her sins and her plagues. Because it's corrupt. It's very corrupt. So let's get back to that sky. So basically, when they're hitting you with montages of things, guys. Once again, some of the earliest forms of this was used in actually Vietnam and even before. This is actually pretty ancient technology. They had other ways of doing it, using silver iodide and the cloud seed. There's other methods of cloud seeding. They've actually perfected a lot of this. They've weaponized it. And what they're doing is they're actively testing it on you guys. Like, for instance, what was Hurricane Harvey? What was Hurricane Sandy? What was Hurricane Katrina? That's right, guys. I was going to say, and there was a plan to evacuate those people during Hurricane Katrina. Why don't you look into that a little bit? I was going to say, yeah, one of the universities had a full evacuation plan, but the government had no intention. FEMA had no intention of evacuating anyone. This was about premeditated murder, guys. That's what it was. It was premeditated murder. And all you guys in FEMA, yes, you are terrorists. I just want to let you know, all of you local agents here, all of you local agents, let me touch on that. You are terrorist agents, okay? Yes, we know now what you are. They've weaponized the American people against the American people for money, guys, for money, okay? That's what it's all about. That's what they did. So we are in a caliphate right now. So all you guys out there, you flag wavers, you know what I mean, whatever. Let me explain what a corporate takeover is so you can understand how your country got took over without a shot fired, okay? So imagine you have a business. I got a ton of money. I want to put you out. I can look for little weaknesses in your business, different things. I can also infiltrate your business with employees that will sabotage your business and do other things. And then I can come in lawfully, take over your business, buy you out, whatever it may entail. There are many methods for this. There's even some very old-fashioned, crude ones the mobs used to use and things. And basically what it's called is a corporate takeover. Sometimes a hostile takeover. So, you know, there's different variations of this, okay? But I think you get the idea. So in other words, I could come in, take over your business, keep all of your little symbols, keep even your name in place, okay? America, the United States, the flag, all of these false idols, guys. False idols, guys. You're worshiping false idols. Okay, I'm sorry to get so loud with you, but apparently you guys, like I said, I know another video about that attention span, you know, like a gnat, you know, and you guys want to act like hero. Oh, well, I served. You didn't serve. No, I come from a long family that served. And I'm going to tell you something, buddy. We know everything that went on. We know everything you did. Everything you did. Okay? Repent, buddy. Repent. Or don't. Believe me, there's a nice, cozy, warm place waiting for you. I was going to say, and you know what? That's another video. But, you know, once again, guys, drop me some comments. I was going to say, I would love to get into some of these things. Go ahead, get deep. I love to get deep. Let's get deep with it, you know? Because apparently a lot of our people have been put 6 feet deep, okay? Because of the COVIDs and the things that certain groups are wanting to do right now called directed evolution, which is another gain of function. And then once again in our skies now, you know, you're breathing in things that you shouldn't be breathing in, okay? They're covering your sun up and it's affecting a lot of things. Everything from your farm egg productions. Did you notice in the springtime how they'll let it get warm up? They'll let it warm up a bit so that the blossoms all start to open. Listen to me, guys. I'm teaching you something here. You better pay attention. So they allow the blossoms to open up. When the blossoms open up, you'll notice all those trails in the skies. They'll let it go on for a week, 2 weeks. Sometimes let it get nice and warm like it's actually supposed to be. And then a cold snap will come through and it'll kill all the blossoms. What does that affect, guys? Come on. Come on. Thinking caps, guys. Put on your thinking caps. Okay, put them on. I was going to say, because right now, a lot of you guys are walking around with these hats on. I see these, I served. Yeah, that's a dunce cap, dude. That's a dunce cap. Yeah, you served all right. I was going to say, and the only reason they take care of some of you guys is honestly, once you become costly to them through the VA and stuff, they're going to off you. That's right. Yeah, don't have no faith in that. All the cancer and stuff, guys, let me explain that cancer in those insurance industries. Because we caught them. We caught them. I caught them. Okay? And basically, they're not interested in curing you. I was going to say, one of my loved ones had some thyroid cancer issues going on in here, okay? We had it healed in 6 months. Alkaline water and iodine is what we used. Once again, I'm not telling you how to cure, prevent anything. I'm just telling you what we did and it worked. I ended up with some anal nodules, guys. Yeah, I know it's a bit off base there and it's a little bit personal. I don't care. Had them healed in 3 weeks, okay? The nodules themselves were gone in 2, okay? So, once again, any guys, if you guys want to know something, you want to ask me some questions on some things, feel free. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. All of these cancer hospitals for these kids, look who's behind that, guys. Look at the groups behind that. Remember, if they cure cancer, they can't go out and asking for money, asking for your charity money. They can't use the children anymore that won't be bald-headed and be having these problems. They created these kids, guys. And then look at the pervs behind it. Yeah, more Freemason stuff. Yeah, it's just really weird how you guys got all these connections with the kids. I mean, it's really funny, you know what I mean? And then you look at the Epstein stuff and see the connections there. It all goes back to you Freemasons. It does. Now, there's different groups of Freemasons, and there's female groups too, guys. You got your Golden Dawns, Eastern Stars, all of these different things. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Then you got your witches' covens. Yes, the Wiccans. Oh, they're Wiccan. They're wicked. Yeah, they're wicked. And, you know, some of you guys, sorry you're affiliated with that, because I know some of you guys are actually just herbalists and homeopathic healers and things of that nature. And actually, I'll give you guys a salute, because honestly, I think you're wonderful. I've had a lot of conversations explaining to people the difference between black magic and healers, okay? A healer's a healer. No one needs to con you, going out there cutting a chicken head off, spilling some blood on anything, and going, oh, lighting a couple candles. Light the candles, and the candles are gonna. No, the herb is gonna be what does what it does. Okay, and if you want to talk to the ancestors, just start talking to them, guys. Just start talking to them, because guess what? They're right there. They're with you right now. There's never a moment you're alone. But anyway, let me get back to this weather thing. So if you guys start contacting some of your local law enforcement, start contacting your DOJs, once again, it's probably not going to do much good. But this way you'll know that you made every attempt. Because I believe you're in an overthrown country, completely. Actually, almost every country on the earth is overthrown by these same groups. Actually, let's go even deeper into that. I believe that Revelation is an overthrown, usurped manuscript manifesto, okay? Yes, it's of a Hebrew nature, guys. I was gonna say, and these guys, I was gonna say on TikTok, hey guys, yeah, this is for you TikTokers, okay? You know, I'm gonna do a special video on this one. I'm gonna cut this one off right now, and I'm gonna do a special one just for you. All right, guys, remember, start complaining, start writing letters, record your letters, put it on social media, go on all the geoengineering sites, all of the chemtrail sites, all of the chemtrails exposed, all of the contrail sites, all of the Air Force, all of the Army, all of the Marines, all of the National Guard, every government thing that you can get, do videos on it, show the lines in the sky so that the terrorism can be known globally, so that, once again, they're trying to set you up on a global scale for an invasion, guys. That's what they're trying to do. Let the world know that you're captured right now. And that we need some help. Wait, and I'm going to tell you something right now. We need some assistance, guys. Yes, we need some assistance. I want to run for president, but I know it's a fake voting system. I know it is. So, and I'll promise you this, if I do get in there, I'll end it. I'm not Trump. I'll end it, and we'll do it fast. It'll be within 6 months to a year, and I'll guarantee you'll never see anything like you've been seeing again. Ever. But I can't tell you any more on that one, guys, and exactly how it would be done. I was going to say, because there's many, many, many facets to that. Once again, Paradise Earth Initiative, guys. It's the system to replace this one. I would be known as the walk-away president. That's right, guys. And I would like to be the first president, because we would be seeking independence again. Anyway, guys, Trump, man, I sure hope I get lucky enough to where maybe some of these algorithms will pick me up, because I would love to meet you, and because I do believe that your heart's in the right place, but your pockets aren't. And I think I can see that pretty clear. But once again, I'm not 100% on that. It's very hard sometimes to tell. It's very hard to tell. But I would love to debate you. I'm not Sleepy Joe. I'm not Sleepy Joe, buddy. I was gonna say, and who knows? Who knows where that could go? It could be really interesting. Hey, America likes to be entertained anyway, don't they? I was gonna say. So, let's put on the show. Let's play. I was going to say, all full of LARP, right? All for a LARP, right? I was going to say, well, guys, anyway, hear that cue? We had our conversations. Curious, are you? Yeah. I don't think I'm very curious anymore. All right. Bye.